My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. I'm going to give you my favorite Underdog Fantasy entry for UFC 291. If you don't know what Underdog Fantasy is, it's daily fantasy. You come in here, you see these numbers, all you need to do is say higher or lower, and you can 20 times your money. It is quite literally the highest payout in daily fantasy prop games by 2. The next highest payout is 10 times. It's 20 times your money. 20 times your money if you can get higher or lower right 5 times in a row. It's a ton of fun. It's super easy. It's an app. It's a website. Just go to wewantpicks.com/underdog and they will instantly match your deposit. If you give them 20 bucks, they'll give you 20. If you give them 100, they'll give you 100. Take the very free money, build yourself an entry. If you win, you have even more free money. If you lose, well, you lost their money. You lost the free money. wewantpicks.com/underdog, promo code WWP, get that instant deposit match. If you're a premium member, right? If you're one of the people, one of the well over 2,000 people that pay us $10 a month for access on our website to all sorts of insight and information and stuff like that, you saw my Underdog Fantasy entry from a few days ago. The lines then are different than the lines now. I just checked. A few of these have moved. I'm still going to stick with the same picks, but the lines are a little trickier. So let's scroll down and take a look. The very first one I like is going to be CJ Vergara. Where you at, boy? Higher on significant strikes. I got 59.5 significant strikes. When I posted this the other day for premium members, it was 59.5 significant strikes. It's gone up, but it's only gone up a few. I still am okay with 61.5 significant strikes. The reality is this fight probably goes a little bit. CJ Vergara is a super high volume guy. I'm looking at his stats here. His last fight ended in the second round by KO, 83 significant strikes. Clayton Rodriguez, 71 significant strikes. O'Day Osborne, 93 significant strikes. So CJ Vergara is getting past this number, unless the only 2 times he didn't get past it was a super early stoppage. 41 seconds into his UFC debut, he got 10 strikes, so it didn't get there then. And the Tatsuro Taira fight, he was submitted in the second round. It was 99% grappling. That's not this fight. He should get to 61.5 significant strikes. The next one I like is Matt Semmelsberger. The line that I gave to premium members was a half of a takedown. It is now at 1 takedown. The line moved. That is why it's important to play some of these a little early. I'm still good with it. He was always going to get 1 takedown, and in all likelihood, he's going to get more than 1 takedown. He's fighting a phenomenal striker. And what do you do when you fight a very good striker and you have wrestling skills? You wrestle him. So I think Matt Semmelsberger is going to end up with far more than 1 takedown in this fight. So we're still good with the high there. The other lines here are a little tricky. Miranda Maverick, 3 takedowns. If you go through her fight history, let me go ahead and take a look and read that to you. If we go through her fight history, getting to 3 takedowns is not something she has done very often. She took down Shanna Young more, Sabina Mazo more, and no other fight has she done that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other fights she did not get to that number. So we're going to go ahead and leave the 2.5 alone. Roman Kopylov, this guy can end up with an instant knockout, or he can end up getting taken down a whole bunch and not get to that number. So we're going to leave the rest of these alone. What we are going to do is go to Rivals. What Rivals does is it takes the 2 people in that fight, and you just say between these 2 people, who's going to get more. So, for example, Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, who's going to land more significant strikes between the 2 of them? And they're going to give Justin Gaethje 8.5 to start. So as long as Dustin Poirier lands 9 significant strikes more than Justin, he'll hit. If he doesn't, Justin will hit. What I like here, if we scroll down, Marcos Rogeria de Lima, they have him at minus 6.5 significant strikes. So all that means is who's going to land more significant strikes here? Derek Lewis is going to start with 6.5. I think that's a no-brainer for Marcos. If you go through Derek Lewis's fight history, which I will do on my other screen here, Derek Lewis has never, I'm going through all his fights right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 times in what looks like 30 UFC fights, he's landed more significant strikes than his opponent. Maybe it's 5 or 6 times. But it's not going to happen in this fight. Marcos Rogerio de Lima should be able to come forward, land the strikes, get the takedown, land the strikes there, and I don't see this being an issue for him to get past this number. Even in fights where Derek Lewis is knocking people out cold, he doesn't get to this number. He knocked out Curtis Blades cold. He landed 7-28. I mean, I think Marcos is going to get to this number. I don't think that's going to be an issue. As far as payouts, we have a couple of options here. We can do the standard payout. If I get all three of these correct, I'm going to get $120. I'm going to 6 times my money. Or we can do the insurance. And the insurance says, you know what? If you get them all correct, you get $60. If you get one wrong, you get all your money back. It's like it never happened. I'm going to go the full payout here. Why not? It's $20. I think these all hit. So we're going to go ahead and lock that in. Guys, this is my entry. You can go ahead and build your own. You can agree, you can disagree, but the only thing you need to do is get the free money to play. Just go to WeWantPicks.com/underdog. Use promo code WWP. Get the instant deposit match. Take that money. Build yourself an entry. This is all sports. This is not just MMA, even though I'm only giving you the MMA breakdown. WeWantPicks.com/underdog. That promo code is WWP.